Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video it will be our round 3 of the PvP rookie tournament that I participated in. And of course, if you want to know more details of this tournament, you can refer to my first PvP rookie tournament video, the round 1, and there's a bit more details on the tournament where I explain under my introduction chapter. Oh yes, I'll be using the same shadow deck for this match. And without further ado, let's get straight into this video. And because it's round 3, the opponents are getting stronger and stronger, so I think it'll be more exciting to fight with stronger rookie players. Yes, alright, let's take a look at our round 3 and match 1 video. Right, I'll be summoning my witch claws as usual, the fire affinity, and our opponent is summoning the scavengers, having a fire start. Got the fire, got the power well. I got the power as well, but I have to gain advantage of this place because he has more power wells on his side. Yeah, the reason I'm not attacking is because of the sun striders. They deal quite a lot of damage for these little archers, and their counter is M. And of course, Forsaken wasn't a good idea as the scavenger counters my small units. Nox Trooper is a pretty good card here. It's a medium countering a medium unit like scavenger. Yeah, so rough rates are pretty good in killing the Sun Striders. Sun Striders have really low health, and if you have a unit that has an S counter, you'll kill them off very quickly, especially if you want to use the burnout. My rough rates will deal 60% more damage, even though you will deal 60% less later for a longer period of time. Right, I have a power well advantage as he still has only one power well. Not a good idea to attack my base as I can summon units without the summoning days or Tux. Another thing to know is that Tux are buffed and they have an interesting skill, the gang up, and it works something similar to Unity. As you can see now, he knows how to counter or use the unit to counter for my relevant unit size. The Scavenger to counter my small, and the Sun Striders to counter my M units like the Nox Trooper.
Sun Striders move out.
You can see the Sun Striders deal really insane amount of damage. Do want my Nox Trooper to die, so I'm gonna send them back to heal. We finally got a power well, but I'm still one power well advantage. And let's hope that by having more power wells, it will give me more power later on, and he will not be able to destroy my power wells too. We've got a little small army over here. I'm mainly using the Nox Trooper and the Rough Blades. Oh, it's separating Sun Striders. That's actually not a very good sign, as the Sun Striders were supposed to counter my Nox Trooper, and the Eruption didn't really deal significant damage to my army. Now all I have to do is to have my Nox Trooper run away from the Sun Striders.
Sun Striders.
Since he summons Sun Striders that his power wells, I have to... Oh, that's a nice little eruption there. But the problem is, I have all my units to counter his small Sun Strider units. Alright, got my second monument up, and I think he's panicking and He's trying to run all the way over here to get his second monument. Of course, while he's being distracted, I have to quickly launch an attack, right? Like what I'm doing now. The issue with him at his tier 1 now is that for tier 2 I have my Dark Elf Assassins, which counters small units very well. I do have to rely on my mainly rough blades. The overload skill is really good. One overload and one normal attack from the Nox Trooper takes down the scavenger. Yep, and he's still having his tier 2 up. Means he's 150 power below or less than me. Not mentioning that he has only 4 power wells, but while I have 5 power wells. Alright, gonna take down his power, and usually if I take down his power well over here, 2 power wells, the probability of him winning is extremely low. I also activated my frenzy because of all the M counter, and I don't want my Nightcrawler to die without destroying the mortar tower that he has built. Even though it was a good attempt, but yeah, I think it was a good attempt for him to try to build mortar tower to bring down my army. I'm very wary of the enforcer. The wildfire. You have to watch for the enforcer. The charge really deals a lot of damage. And the Siphons counters small units, which I am at a great disadvantage here because of this. My small army, its counter is S units. Yeah, enforcer again. And he has Ravage, which makes it difficult to kill his unit. Nevertheless, he is tier 2 and has only 2 power wells. I'm at tier 2 and I have 6 power wells. Times 3 the power. Oh, and I've gained enough to summon my harvester, and it doesn't look good for him at all. He's down on power by quite a bit. My skeleton warriors, because they have an M counter which can really destroy the enforcer at the Siphons. Yeah, in the gladiatrix first, in case he disenchants my harvester. Yeah, I really want that unholy power and life living on it. And yes, takes down his monument. In this scenario, if he has nothing to counter my harvester, he would lose the game. Yeah. 2 power wells and give me 1 power well and tier 1. Yeah, the match is probably gonna end. And it was a good effort from him to counter my units at the start of the game, but the main issue was he didn't have enough power and I had a power advantage. Alright, so this was the first match, and let's take a look at our second match with him. Alright, and this is our second match with him, and let's see how well each of us will perform in this match. Witch Cross. Going for the middle. I really love the middle. And it starts off with Scavenger. We've got power wells each. He wanted to distract me, and I summoned the Nox Trooper. Fell for his deception. Sun Striders as well. It's tough for me because I can't counter. Oh, he's taking the high grounds to attack my units. This was something quite unexpected. Yep, my S counters targets the Sunstriders and my Notch Trooper target the Scaven. Yep. Doesn't look good, which was why I got the Power Well, hoping to gain more power. Brings his Scavenger up, and not sure what it's going to do, because if he does, it's a mistake for him to summon the Fire Swan, because I could counter his Fire Swans using the Nox Trooper, and it's also on base. Yeah, so that was quite a huge mistake. And Fire Swans aren't that cheap. I think they cost about 75 power to summon one. And my Rough Blades to counter his Sunstriders. Eruption then nearly killed it. Yeah, my priority is to take down the units and really clear off the Sunstriders. He has a lot of Sunstriders. Getting quite problematic because Sunstriders are ranged and my counter for those Sunstriders are Rough Blades, which are only as melee units. It's good that he goes closer to my Power Well, which means that I can summon my Rough Blades undazed. Right, took down his small army. But that was a good eruption on him to take down 2 of my units. I realized he has not taken his Power Well, so I actually have been on a power advantage for quite a long time. And yeah, his mistake was to focus on trying to take down my base, but he did not build on his own power. Yeah, I only built it recently. Let's take a look at the power difference. Yeah, 530 and about 500. Yeah, about 60 power to start. He has his small units trying to take down. And I don't think it worked because I'm tier 2 and I have my Dark Elf Assassins. And he's trying to get the second orb, I think. Yes. Yeah, this is not a smart way. Yeah, it's gonna get destroyed by my Dark Elf Assassins. And Water Tower. Could just use my units to range attack it. With this other construction, they are 200% more vulnerable. So it wasn't good that. Oh, it's trying to build one at the back. That would work out. The problem is it's built far away from the power so that it takes 50% longer to build up his building. Yeah, 200% more vulnerable under construction. Yeah, even with a few of my Dark Elf Assassins. It takes down the Water Tower. Yeah. And now he's on a orb disadvantage. I am ahead of him. I'm trying to block off his whatever resource so that he'll be blocked out of his second orb and also more powers beyond his 4 powers. So that is the plan. Realizing this, he tries to counter by moving to the top of his base area. Yeah. Doesn't look good for him because he's at an orb disadvantage, and now it's the Power Well disadvantage as well. And I have units to counter his small units. The eruption wasn't that efficient as well because it cost 75 power and it only killed like a 50 power Dark Elf Assassin. Yep. Yep, his attack failed and I'm not sure what he will do next. Yeah, it really doesn't look good at all because I blocked off all available resource from his base. Fire Swan.
Sunstriders move out.
Not sure why I use Fire Swan though. I think there's PvP players don't really play Fire Swan for their fire decks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they play this. Must have other better options. I take down the Fire Swan pretty quickly with my Nox Cube as well. We have 480 health. One overload would kill them. As you can see, oops, I didn't aim the Fire Swan with the overload. I think I would aim the Fire Swan with overload with this. Oh no, I didn't even bother. Yeah. Oh, now I did. Yeah, too much power to spare. 200 power now. Oh, he's launching a counter attack on my base. Thunder. Looks like he's all in to destroy my power monument. Yeah, monument. Yeah, the sad thing is that Thunderous on the base and I have my Shadow Mage. Deals a lot of damage for tier 2. It doesn't look good for him. His attack failed and blocked him of his resource, and now I have enough power for a harvester. And for tier 1 fire, I don't think it can do anything against my harvester. The only way it can kill it is before it reaches a... Oh, yeah, the only way he would kill it is if he kill my harvester when it's still on days, but there's nothing he can do now. Yeah, not even the water tower would save him from my life-living harvester. I think this is it for this match. Futile attempts to attack my power well. And aiming his monument so they can't summon any more units, which grants me a victory in this PvP match. Yeah, I guess I won this PvP match on round 3, and I hope you guys look forward to more rounds of me facing the rookies. Right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if there's any comments or tips that you could bring for my PvP commentary, do let me know. And I'm not very experienced with PvP battles, so yeah, if you've got any additional tips, just leave it down in the comment box below. Right, see you guys for more PvP videos.